Today's video will be a 1-year review of my Pellet Pro pellet stove. Hello, I'm Eugene Tordo, ZT Garage, and like I was saying, this is a 1-year review of my Pellet Pro pellet stove. Last year, at pretty much the exact same time, just before Thanksgiving, and before I go any further, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving 2025. Happy holidays. But anyway, getting back to this, a year ago I bought this to heat the garage. I never had real heat out in this garage all the years I've been living here. I always used like a propane heater or electric heater or something like that. And I even tried one of those diesel heaters. That diesel heater was horrible. Just suck up fuel and didn't heat very well. I will leave the model. I can't remember the model number of this, but I'll try and leave it up here. And I have to say, as far as heating this garage, this is more heat than I'll ever need. Now this garage just insulated on top, and it's drafty as hell. And this is, I believe, it's designed to heat 1,500 square feet, and this garage is maybe about 400 square feet. It's like 23 by 16. Right now I got it cranked on high because I just came out here, and I'm only going to run it for a little bit. It's supposed to get, I think it's supposed to get up to 60 today. It's November. It's going to get up to 60. So I don't really need it. But I have to say I like the stove. And there's a couple of things I don't like that I'll get into that aren't a problem. I just don't like them. One is it has this safety switch, which is probably a good feature. When you open this, it shuts off the auger, so it's not feeding while you're dumping pellets in there. A lot of people disable that switch or bypass it. I may do that in the future. But for now, I'm just leaving it. I'm not having any problems with it, so why bother with it? What's really nice is on the inside of the lid, it has how to operate it, and then it has troubleshooting lights, like it'll flash a red light so many times, and it'll tell you if you have any problems what it is. So far, the only problem I've had with this stove that keeps it from operating is the auto igniter. There's 3 operating ranges on this. There's a low, continuous low, where if you just turn it on low, and it'll ignite and just stay lit. It'll just stay burning and shut off when it reaches a certain temperature. And then it has continuous high, does the same thing. Turn it on low up, it'll just run continuous high. It won't shut off or cycle off and on. And then in between there, you have a thermostat range. When you use that thermostat range, it kicks off and on. It has this little temperature probe, and which I think they should have made that temperature probe a lot longer. I mean, you can't get an accurate temperature this close to the stove. It should be either remote via Wi-Fi or something, you know, where you mount it on the wall and, you know, on the other side. It's not that big a deal. So that's not a problem. It's out here in my pretty much rustic dilapidated garage, and so appearance is important, but it's still a nice looking stove. I got it all dirty. We could use a good cleaning. It is important to keep the ashes cleaned out. Like say I run this continual for a week, I'm going to have to shut it down and clean the ashes out. That's the one thing one of the things I don't like is it doesn't have an ashtray. Like I have a really old pellet stove in my basement. It has an ashtray. You can pull that out while it's running, empty the ashes out, stick it back in. You don't have to shut the unit down. And if you do shut it down and you use a vacuum, you need to basically use a vacuum to clean it out, which means you either got to get one of those ash vacuums that are designed for handling hot ashes, or you have to wait for it to cool down enough where there's no hot ashes in there. Otherwise, you'll burn your filter up if you use a regular like shop vac. I've had that happen to me once. Now, I've really only had two problems with the stove, and one is the igniters. If you use it on the thermostat range where it's cycling off and on, the igniters will, are constantly cycling off and on to restart it. And it takes a while. Pellets don't just start like, say, an igniter on a gas stove. So it actually has to get, the igniter actually has to run for a while and create quite a bit of heat to make those wooden pellets. And eventually they burn out, so it's always good to keep a couple of handy. They're not hard to change out, but they're you want to keep a couple handy. I have a couple around here somewhere. I can't remember where. But another problem I had is there is a cold vent in the back where you hook to a vent going outside, so it brings in cool, fresh air. And the idea is you're not drawing air through cracks in the building into here because it's sucking it in, going through the combustion chamber and then out the exhaust. Problem with that is when the weather gets really cold, if I leave this on continuous low, I'm sucking in air out there, it's like, say, 20 degrees out, it drops the temperature in the combustion chamber so much, the computer thinks it ran out of pellets and it goes into shutdown mode. So I just ended up disconnecting it and just letting it suck warm air from inside here. Other than that, I really like it. It's not too loud. It probably might sound loud in the background here on the camera, but it's not loud at all. I have it on a real high setting. Turn it to the low setting. And that's one thing about pellet stoves is they take a while. If you have the auto ignite, it takes a while for them to auto ignite, and it takes them a little while to build up heat to where it will start blowing out. Like this won't even start blowing air out until it reaches a certain temperature. So you won't get instant heat right away. It'll take probably about 20 minutes, and then all of a sudden the heat will come out. Put it on full blast, it'll warm this garage up super quick. And another thing, and this applies to all pellet stoves, if you turn it on high, it's going to suck down pellets really quick. It'll be going through pellets really quick. On low, I can, it'll run maybe about a bag every 24 hours. And this, I can get up to 3 bags in here. So I could let this basically load it up, turn it on low, and it'll run for 3 days without me having to reload pellets in it. Pellets aren't heavy or anything, and if they are, for some reason, they're like 40 pounds. If they aren't too heavy for you, you just open one up and just scoop it out with a scoop if you had to. This is what's great about a pellet stove. Like when I got this pellet stove, I basically had it installed and running in 2 hours. Yeah, about 2 hours. Longest part was making a hole in the wall and running the vent. It will take longer if you get like a full length vent, like a chimney vent. This is just a direct duct vent, just goes right out the back. That's it. It's a power vent. Yeah, so I'm very satisfied with the stove. The igniters I'm not too satisfied with, but that's not a problem. It's only a problem if I leave it in the thermostat mode. And last year I let it run. I ran this thing a lot. I just let it run 24/7, 7 days a week for most of the time when the weather got real cold in case I came out here and do something. But I'd have to say this year I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to go out here the day before if I'm going to plan to do something out here and turn it on then and then warm it up. One thing about a pellet stove is it's real dry heat. I don't get any condensation on any of my tools, any of my equipment, on the car. Where if I use a propane heater in here, everything would condensate like you wouldn't believe. And of course, when they'll condensate, it rusts. Like I was getting rust on my lathe and mill, and you go to grab a tool out of your toolbox, and it'd be cold and condensation on it. This is a nice dry heat. And if I turn this on like the the day before, I say I come out here to do a project, everything will be nice and warm. It'll on low setting, let's say 30-degree day, you're talking about 60 degrees here, this place, so, which is plenty warm enough. Again, I can just crank it up if I need more heat. So I have to say I'm very satisfied with it. Be better. Nice if they could come out with a better igniter that doesn't burn out, but that's just the way it is. I think that applies to all pellet stoves because they all use basically the same design igniter. You know, they're different. There's slightly different variations, but they're all basically the same. That's it for now. I don't have, like I said, I don't have anything going on right now in the shop. Hopefully after the holidays I will. In the meantime, like I said, everybody have a happy Thanksgiving and happy holidays, and God bless.